Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie commentary reaction. Today, we're going to be hopping into Lawrence of Arabia for the very first time. This film is long. This film is long. So, guys, if you want to be able to watch and hear all that you want to see me watch and hear to this 3.5, no, almost 4-hour film, definitely check out the full length below. As always, like with these type of films, I'm sure they're going to be packed to the brim with a lot of things that I have to say, and unfortunately I can't keep it all on YouTube. So again, if you want to be able to hear and see all that I have to say, definitely check out the Patreon, especially for this type of film. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. I've heard that this is a legendary film. This is definitely top tier filmmaking, and I'm excited about that. I'm always interested in diving into deep bodies of work such as these, and always challenge my brain and educate myself within the realm of filmmaking, and as well as just seeing and getting inspired by the story that we're about to dive into here. But yeah, just before we hop into it, yes, I am at a different location as of right now. Currently just doing some adult stuff, so if these uploads are a little bit later, or if things are a little bit slower, maybe I'm not even really replying to a lot of comments like I usually do, just know that I'm kind of doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But I am appreciative of your patience, and I'm always trying my best to make sure I get these out to you guys, because I know that these are important and they're honestly just really fun for me. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm not going to waste too much time on the intro here, because this is a long film. You guys know the drill. The best way to support me, again, is through Patreon. If you haven't already, especially for this film, I definitely would recommend it. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the very least, just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into Lawrence of Arabia. Okay, so I will say I've been trying to do this part for a good bit, because I've been looking at a blank screen for almost 3 to 4 minutes, and I've been wondering what's happening. This is part of the film, which I think is actually really cool. Never before have I had a entire orchestra played out in front of me before the film even starts, with blank screen and all. So yeah, that's pretty cool, but at first was losing my mind a little bit. I mean, I'm excited. Just from the beginning shot alone, I love the compositioning of this, but also I love that it's taking its time with this shot. This makes me feel like it's going to be a patient film, and, I'm not just saying that because of the running time. My man does not care about the danger. He's in it. He's in it for the for the thrills, man. Look at the grin on this guy's face.
He was the most extraordinary man I ever knew.
Did you know him?
Hey, what? He's dead.
Well, nil night.
I'm pretty sure our main character just died. I love that we are starting off this journey as to who is this guy? What is he?
Bedouin tribes attack Turkish stronghold.
Again,
I bet that no one in this whole...
I love that we are so patient with our frames here. The composition is smart, and they're just letting these actors act,
I'd like to say, sir, that I am grateful for this.
Shut up and get out.
Yo, Lawrence is interesting, man. He is really interesting. He kind of reminds me of, damn, I forgot his name from the fantastic Mr. Ripley, or the amazingly talented Mr. Ripley. It reminds me of that one character from there. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I just forgot his name. That was a beautiful transition. So, already there's a lingering mystery around our character, just within the first part of this film, with his death, but also just how we're introduced to him in a very organic way. And we get a sense of him, but we don't understand him. But he has a mission of figuring out the true intentions of the prince who wants to acquire Arabia, I believe. This is beautiful, man. This is This is pretty damn beautiful. This almost has like a Western feel to it, but it's on the desert. I love that. I wonder if it has to do more so with how it's shot or how the music is being played, or maybe a combination of both. Man, I'm so happy they are showcasing these people traveling. Do you know how many times I've seen it where people have to cover long distances and clear it in like 5 minutes? Let me go ahead and walk 100 miles. It's done in 2 minutes. I gotta say, I love how much this guy just embraces his environment, not just physically, but in all realms, like mentally as well, too. Which is difficult to do because I'm sure a lot of people would be very uncomfortable with this journey. It's very treacherous and it's out of your element, but it seems like he embraces it, whether that's through just that's just how he acts, or maybe that's just because he's very knowledgeable. And intelligence is what kind of, gives him his power. Damn. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. He's dead. I guess that's usually how it would go. That whole scene with that encounter was really well shot. That was well paced too, and very realistic. It seems like he's incredibly empathetic too. Like he's incredibly empathetic. He hasn't moved yet. He's still standing at the same spot that he witnessed his friend just get capped at, questioning why.
My Lord Faisal already has an Englishman.
Yes.
What is your name?
My name is for my friends.
Yo, that's a fire line right there.
Have you no fear English?
My fear is my concern.
Truly.
That's crazy. That is this man is very well written. I am very inspired as to how they came upon this character. I've never seen a character like his. It seems like instead of, questioning the situation, he questions your morals.
Fire back at them!
I gotta say, I didn't even recognize how large scale this segment even is. Just because of how it's being portrayed and shown to us. It's not like intentionally showing or making a big scene out of it with like music or anything like that, but just looking at this and just witnessing it, I'm now noticing like there's a lot happening. There is this massive scale of a battle happening. Wow, I love how that camera lingered on him after all of that. There's a lot to interpret from that. Also, for anybody who is like a history teacher or is in the knowing of the historical events that are happening here or just what they're based off of, please comment below. I'm never opposed to learning more, having more information on something, especially after the watching. So if you do have any information, comment.
Upon my soul, I do. The English have a great hunger for desolate places.
Oh, I love how the creaking is being added because of the wind from outside.
You are an Englishman. Are you not loyal to England?
That's a neat little thing to have in there. Adds to the dialogue.
Fighting in the streets when London was a village. And I long for the vanished gardens of Cordoba.
God dang, I love that was one take. This thing is blowing my mind is that this is an older film too, so some of these camera movements that are being like, executed. They seem simple, but again, like this comes from the mind. There's a reason for it. And I think that's what makes it complex. Even more so that it was back then. Wow. I love that being introduced to his intentions. He takes time to think. And we are seeing this in beautiful fashion here, but again, it's just the execution of his character taking time to think is something that is very interesting to me.
Aqaba. Aqaba.
Wow.
From the land.
I love how he took that entire time to think of that. That's really cool. That's brilliant.
Yes, Lieutenant Lawrence, you may claim it. But in whose name do you ride?
Yeah. Like, why is he doing this? As what I'm assuming that question more so pointed at.
If the camels die, we die. And in 20 days, they will start to die.
That guy who heard that was like, ah, damn it. Domestication. I hate it. This honestly reminds me of the people in Dune. I forgot who what they're called, but I love how the desert is such an element, and it's not like an element where you can cheat. It's like, no, you can't drink any water. There's no water for a long time. Like, you have to obey by its domain.
We will rest now. 3 hours.
Fine. I'll wake you.
No, it's similar to, again, I'm being pulled back to the beginning scene of him riding into danger with his bike. It seems like he doesn't mind the elemental challenge. That could be the desert or, the mission that he's on, to dehydration, to, fatigue.
We must go back.
What for? To die with Gassim? In 1 hour comes the sun.
Man. Volumes, man. This is speaking volumes.
Gassim, you...
Even after being through all of that, he still wants to go back.
But you will not be at Aqaba!
I shall be at Aqaba. That is written in here.
Oh, man. Damn. I got chills from that.
English!
And I love his rage. This actor is great. I love how expressive his rage is, because you could tell there's an internal conflict. You could tell he wishes that he had some form of attribute that Lawrence has. Or maybe he just simply can't understand. I love how hostile the sun looked right there. Man. This scene is beautiful. I love how the sun is not hostile during this shot now, because it's, towards the sunset. It's just funny how the sun can do that if shot well, if the intention behind these scenes are well intended.
Nothing is written.
Man, dude, the delivery of that line. Woo! Nothing is written. Wow. I know that water is probably feeling like ice through his veins right now.
It seems to me free to choose your own name then. Lawrence is best.
All right. I'll settle for El Lawrence.
El Lawrence is pretty nice. That's a pretty solid name. I love how this dude is just head over heels for this guy now, because he's essentially just saying like, yeah, man, freedom.
They are the robes of a sheriff of the Beni Waj.
Isn't it crazy how this dude shot his like friend? Man, journeys will do that. Time will do that. And I think this film's displaying of time has been beautiful. And that's why it makes me accept this, you know? Like, it makes that more reasonable. Damn.
What are you doing?
He's like, what on earth are you doing?
Harith. Ali. Does your father still steal?
Damn. Immediately came for the jugular. Came after his pops. Because I know that's important. It's the whole conversation previously. Again, I'm always floored by the large scale of this film sometimes. I mean, it's beautiful how they're able to show it with a lot of people around, but also during the moments where it's just the landscape shots and it's just overwhelming environment.
Is to serve the Turks.
Serve. I serve?
It is the servant who takes money.
Oh, man. This dude, I'm telling you, I love Lawrence because he attacks your morals. If you contradict yourself, he'll let you know, man.
I am poor because I am a river to my people.
Hey, he spoke up for himself, though. I love it. I love that everything isn't one-sided. Right and wrong can still be on the same plane. It just comes down to how you use it as a pendulum, or where you're at presently and how you use it in motion. These frames are gorgeous. I do gotta say, I wonder if the cinematography in Dune was inspired by the cinematography here, because I am seeing similar compositions, and I know it's also because they're in a desert setting, but I just wouldn't be surprised, because this would be a perfect plate to eat off of if you're, like, you know, getting ready to shoot Dune.
Then I will execute the law. I have no tribe, and no one is offended.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, my goodness, man. Wow. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting it to be him. Oh, wow. That's a lot. So I'm assuming he's starting to have some internal conflict. For like a good bit of this film, we've seen him just kind of, you know, be really good with his morals, you know. But it's nice to see some conflict with that, to see him shaken up. I mean, that's what's gonna happen when you go up against something that's been around for years, like hundreds, centuries. It is cool as heck, man. Sometimes I keep forgetting, like, yo, this actually was set to go. Someone said action to this. That's so cool, man.
5,000 golden guineas to Auda Abu Tai.
He's like, damn, oh, really? I gotta say, I love that we're getting all different types of deserts too. Like I'm seeing so many different types of terrain, different colors during different moments when the sun is up in the sky. Giant twisters that are just happening. Oh, damn. Oh, what the heck? I didn't know that could happen, but that makes sense considering mountains Like ice, like snow on mountains, that happens. I'm just assuming that sand will do the same thing, which is scary. Damn, man. That's the second time this month I've seen somebody die by getting swallowed by the sand. It happened in Mad Max, and it happened in here. Wouldn't that be awkward if I didn't mention another movie? I just said that. Damn, that framing, man. That framing is ridiculous. That is so damn good.
Who are you? Who are you?
Love that that was being said while the camera was on his face in deep contemplation. Who are you, Lawrence? Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for?
Coco, we'll have this one out anyway.
Get that wog out of here. Yes, clear off. Go on, get the little wog.
I am so mad. I'm steaming, and I'm so happy Lawrence is like showcasing that, even though he's not speaking. He is fuming.
Cross my heart and hope to die. It's all perfectly true.
It isn't possible.
Yes, it is. I did it.
Oh, man. Talk your ish, man. Hell yeah.
First, I want a room with a bed with sheets.
Yes, of course.
It's for him.
Damn. Wow. Wow, his acting is phenomenal here. The quivering of his voice.
I think so.
Do that then.
It feels like he's on the verge of just breaking into pieces right there, but he's holding himself up. I'm about to say, I'm so happy they didn't do no mockery, because I was like, I don't know why you guys would. Did you hear what he just did? Damn, man. The way we are moving with this character is so effortless, but it's just like incredible how this camera is just able to evoke a feeling like no other.
Baby.
And the way it's also able to portray Lawrence, too. Man, they are seasoning these things up like breadcrumbs. I mean, but do you guys see now why I'm like way at the beginning? Seems like forever ago. I mentioned that it gives off like a Western vibe. I mean, this is very Western.
I must go, Lawrence, before I soil myself with a fool's blood.
Yo, that dude was cold, man. He said, I must go before I make a whole puddle out of this dude.
Farage! Farage!
Dude, what? What happened? Did the detonator blow up?
Daoud will be angry with you.
Salute him for me.
Oh, man. Dude, I was not expecting that. Jeez.
Back next year. Will they still come back?
I wouldn't be surprised. They think he's a kind of prophet.
They do, or he does.
That's interesting. That is interesting. At this point, it is a little hard to tell. But I think that's just because this is the most we've been detached from his entire experience.
If we'd done what you thought could be done, we'd be back in Yenbo now and nowhere. Whatever I ask them to do can be done, that's all. They know that if you don't.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm really wondering who he is, what he is. I love all the little details. I really do. They don't need to put them in there, but I'm so happy they do.
By cattle. He wouldn't know an interesting face from a sow's belly. I have been in Dara now for 3.5 years.
God damn, he's just roasting everyone. Roasting his teammates. There's so many audio cues that are very clever in this film as well. Like just him coughing. Just letting us know that he's just there watching it.
That's me. And there's nothing I can do about it.
A man can do whatever he wants. You said.
I wonder what's causing him to kind of rethink some things. I mean, I guess it was getting beaten, but... especially with him being so deep into it already.
Morning. You to go right in.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Damn, they haven't met each other in a minute.
No such treaty exists.
Yes, General, you have lied most bravely. He does it better than you, General. But then, of course, he is almost an Arab.
That guy is so damn, like, cool, man. He just calls out people's bull crap, man. I love it. It's great. It's just a shame that he's in such a helpless position.
To that effect.
There may be honor among thieves, but there's none in politicians.
And let's have no displays of indignation.
This guy used him from the very beginning. I don't know if he planned this for happening, but...
and a man who tells lies, like me.
There's so many layers in this film, it's kind of diabolical. It's like an infinite China doll.
Friends, what in hell do you want, Lawrence?
I told you. I just want my...
Wow, you can see the bloodstains just leaking through his back.
The best of them won't come for money. They'll come for me.
Damn, what a... Damn. Man, I love the cinematography, man. This thing is just head to toe, dressed up and down, and just beautiful cinematography.
I bought half the men here, Ali.
That is different. These are not ordinary men.
I don't want ordinary men.
The theme of ordinary and extraordinary have been cycling throughout this story. I know it's attachment to Lawrence and how he's feeling about it, how he's in conflict with it, and how he just kind of wants a normal life. But it's interesting on how it fits into the grand scheme of it all. Like how people just seek extraordinary things, perhaps.
No prisoners! No prisoners!
There you go, man. Man, the acting here is terrifyingly good. I get shivers every time it hits new levels in a way where it's just... I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. There's so many complex emotions that are happening right now. Damn, he's just killing multiple people now. That question of whether or not if he's changed or not, I think his friend is starting to see the answer to that. It's like he's became a former shell of his once good intentions. It's just, he went mad. How do you construct these scenes? I'm floored by how many scenes are large scale in itself.
The need is absolute.
Then we need the English engineers.
No!
It's crazy how he couldn't stand holding the gun, but now he's using it as a, what is it called, like a mallet? I just find that super fascinating.
You
come, there is only the desert for you.
Wow. It is incredible just seeing the polar opposites occur in a man in just one film, you know? Like him saying one thing about the desert and then now him despising it when originally he loved it because of its cleanliness, but now it's coated with so much blood that he spilled and now he can't stand it. God damn, that shot is so great. I love that he noticed the moon through that and decided to look up at it. That was so damn good.
Gentleman. That's me you're describing, sir, not Colonel Lawrence. You're promoted colonel.
Yes.
Love this shot. Love that he is within the shadows of this.
Yourself on the boat home.
Then, thank you.
He just seems so broken. Shattered, really.
It's Lawrence, isn't it? Well, may I shake your hand, sir?
That's crazy. He's the same dude that he didn't even realize it. He hasn't even realized it. The duality, man. Damn. It's gotten to the point where even that guy's feeling bad, man. That's insane. What? Oh my goodness, man. What? Oh, wow. I gotta look up some videos to this one. Alright, guys, and that is the end to Lawrence of Arabia. Alright, everybody, we just got done finishing Lawrence of Arabia. This was a long film. This was a long film. So, guys, please don't be surprised if you don't see a lot of the stuff that maybe is your favorite part in this YouTube edit. But, man, this was a lot to unpack. There's so many layers. I discussed it a little bit here and there during the intermissions. So if you want to check out the conversations we had during the intermissions, you can, just check out the Patreon for the the uncut links. But man, the themes of religion, love, fear, war, prophets, bloodshed, environment, just so many things were twirling around in this film that is a lot to unpack. But my favorite aspect of this was just the relationship that Lawrence had with this land and what this whole journey meant for him. And I keep coming back to when he was riding his bike and then he, eventually dies and gets into that accident. And people were, saying their thoughts towards him. And I have to go back because I can't really remember too much, but it's fascinating. It's fascinating. There's this unique feeling I have with this film. I don't know what to think of Lawrence. I think that's what I'm struggling here with. We're not struggling. I'm chewing on. I don't know what to think of Lawrence. I don't know what to think of all of this. And maybe that's the theme of it. What was all of this, right? But again, in particularly with Lawrence and his relationship and his journey, hence the title, Lawrence of Arabia. At what cost was this journey for him? What was uncovered? Was he this way the entire time? Was he always like this? And it just needed him to just find this path for him to fully flesh himself out? And if that was the case, what did he find? Because he's grown to hate it, but hate and love are the same thing, just on different sides of the coin. And we get that duality. We really do. There's a lot of dualities, actually. where he loves the desert. You know, there's a fascination, almost like a unique childlike passion for the culture, for the religion, for the environment, for his purpose. However, I think as he continued down this path and realized just the scope of things and where his alignment is as well too, it started to take a hold of him, take like a strain onto him, and how it taught him how if you have to embrace something, you have to embrace it fully, and you can't just accept it halfway through. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. There's so much that happened in this film. I mean, for crying out loud, it's 4 hours long. But I would love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Please let me know in the comments below. I'll probably make a video on this later on. And again, guys, I appreciate you guys for, you know, being cool with the whole setup and whatnot. I know it's not like the usual setup, but, you know, in the process of doing, you know, some future things. So I'm excited. You know, I can't wait to keep you guys in the loop about what's happening. So like always, guys, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.